selling out and hit the door steady. Small business don't come around and don't survive my ready. All I talk about and that's what really made me. Hustling, that's what made me. That's what made me reach the whole club.
It's like
it's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants, and it comes your way next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's McNair. He dumps it off to Barkley. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now McNair off the play fake. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's McNair. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Cunningham. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On second down, McNair.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's McNair. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That's taken on the 25. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McNair. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McNair.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, McNair. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about the show put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 3. Off play action, it's Cunningham. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Washington.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cunningham looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer there on 2nd and goal. They'll get half the distance and a fresh set of downs to try to punch one in. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Cunningham to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now McNair. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. McNair to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. McNair. And he'll just get rid of it.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now McNair. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Operating from the gun, McNair. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Over the middle to Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cunningham. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down. With a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The quick feet by Jackson. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's McNair. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. McNair, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on, and remember, that coach, former defender in this league. He loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they've used that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Cunningham. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw. Cunningham. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, McNair. That's caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, McNair. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McNair. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Folks' kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach,
we were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on second down, Cunningham.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On first down, it's McNair. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 22-yard touchdown Brown. And the Giants have taken the lead here this third quarter.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cunningham.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cunningham to throw.
And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action, it's Cunningham. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and a yard.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
It's a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Now Cunningham.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler,
a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 21, Giants 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out come the Giants.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
McNair's throw taken in here by Jackson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now 2nd and 3.
McNair to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, it's McNair. This will be caught once again by Brown. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
McNair. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes that are going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Giants have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
On for the extra point is Folk.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Cunningham. Incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, expect someone to catch, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cunningham. On the screen, this is Eckler. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
Prater's kick is good, and that will tie us at 24 all.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On second down, McNair. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, McNair. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now McNair. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, McNair. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's McNair. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things...
Touchdown! A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out, try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Cunningham to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Jackson. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And strong running here on the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Play action. It's McNair. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Chris Godwin. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he returns this to the 22. Now Washington down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On first down, it's Cunningham. And this one complete to Smith. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Cunningham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Cunningham looking to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Cunningham. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 6 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Over the middle, complete. That's more.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go. First and goal.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on, baby.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
in conformation for the Giants.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.